So we're going to be looking at a Kamala ad and a Trump ad and comparing them. So first, the Trump ad.
What will we do with this moment? How will we be remembered? Look at the opportunities before us.
So, first thing you'll notice, very upbeat sort of style, like look to the future, what can we do? That image of Trump had an almost halo-like look. This one obviously showing sunrise, new day, new dawn.
Election really isn't about the left versus the right. It's about we the people choosing our government and the choice between freedom versus tyranny.
Nobody has a chronic disease burden like we have. Why are we allowing this to happen to our children? Ultimately, the only thing that will save our country is if we choose to love our kids more than we hate each other.
So you see in this ad lots of former or current Democrats, which makes sense. It's called Together. It's having a unifying message. Vote for me to create a united America.
What is going on here is deeper than politics. It is deeply spiritual. We are being called to rise above the hatred and the fear and the evil.
We need to remember above and beyond that we must love our neighbors, that we must treat other people as we hope to be treated.
You want to be a rebel? You want to be a hippie? You want to stick it to the man? Show up on your college campus and try calling yourself a conservative.
America is going to reach heights that it has never seen before. The future is going to be amazing.
Don't you want healthy children? Don't you want a president that's going to make America healthy again?
I come to you today as a former Democrat. I will be a first-time Trump voter tonight.
The people dreamed this country, and it's the people who are making America great again.
Yeah. As you can see, very unifying message, very unifying focus. It's a very unifying message, very unifying focus. Very clear that they want to portray the positives of a Trump administration: healthier kids, unity, faith, technological advancement, so on and so forth.
Costs are too high, but while corporations are gouging families, Trump is focused on giving them tax cuts. But Kamala Harris is focused on you.
Building up the middle class will be a defining goal of my presidency.
She'll make groceries more affordable by cracking down on price gouging. And she'll cut housing costs by taking on corporate speculators. Middle-class families build America. We need a leader who has their back.
I'm Kamala Harris, and I approve this message.
So, as we saw from the ads, Trump, very much a message of unity. Look at all these former Democrats supporting me. Look at all these families happy. Look at this technology advancing us into the future, into the sky. So very much a forward, together, better message. The Kamala one was definitely more pessimistic. It's like, oh, prices are high, you can't get a house. I'll help fix that. However, even though in theory one should expect that to be better by focusing on the problems, I feel like the Trump one was more effective because it shows, by not showing the problems, or by showing them indirectly, such as through RFK speaking, it creates this message of, here's what we can build, here's what we can do if we're elected. Here's the bright future of happy families, faith, technological advancement, so on and so forth. I know I'm saying lots of the same things, but Trump's campaign was far more effective in that regard because it enabled him to focus in an optimistic direction. His rhetoric was very positive. We see other examples of his positive rhetoric with sort of this take back America, let's bring back a golden era, things of that nature. So Trump, very effective messaging because he focused on positive, effective, moral rhetoric, whereas Kamala's was less effective because even though that ad was more directed, here's what I'm going to do, in a general sense, no specific plans, of course, even though it had that, it was still not very, it wasn't very optimistic. It was very, the status quo sucks. And that's not effective, especially when your party is the party of the current status quo.